is Friday. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's your girl, KiKi. So listen, I have my homie, my homegirl, my travel partner, my dirty. No, she's seriously a good girlfriend of mine, Chearice, Plus Size Model Chearice. Chearice,
how you doing, Miss KiKi?
Yeah, honey. As I say it, she is a plus size model, professional. Okay, let's be very clear. Y'all might open a little something, look up and see her face. So, honey,
yes, honey.
Let me just say this. She also loves to travel. And as I said, she's from the dirty South, but she lives here in Maryland, okay? And she wants all of you all to know, particularly the men, that she is definitely single and always ready to mingle. Ow.
Okay.
Ow, baby. One fun fact about Chearice is that she loves DJing.
Working on it.
You have a DJ name?
You know what? I need some help with my DJ name. Somebody gave me the DJ name, but I didn't love the DJ name. So I can trade it in. I can trade it in for a new one.
Okay, well, get in the comments if y'all got a good DJ name for her.
Yeah, help me out.
She is a queen, a woman of many talents. As you can see, we'll get later on in the discussions. Y'all, she's a wealth of knowledge. I know that she's a current main events guru. She knows everything about politics and loves to talk about politics and that. She's here for it. Somebody said she's a walking CNN.
Okay, now some stuff I'm not gonna be able to say, but yeah.
So, Chearice, thank you for being here tonight.
I'm so excited. Like, I'm happy.
Yes, what we sipping on? Kiki's can.
Okay, so I'm chilling today. I got me a little Cabernet. I got a little wine.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Tonight, right? No chaser, but honey, it's called thickness. Okay.
Thickness. I love it. So wait, what's in thickness? What's in that?
Listen. Sam Shane Podcast has a On the Rocks drink recipe book. Okay, so you can purchase that right now. It's you can purchase it on Amazon, the ebook version of it. But we'll talk more about that later. Okay, tonight's main event, right? I entitled it "Body Shaming." If you've seen the promo footage of it, body shaming, but essentially it's body positivity. Okay, that we want to promote. And so you've seen so many images of different bodies and you know, it's talked about very, very often now. You see, you know, celebrities like Lizzo and Monique and, you know, all these plus size women who are talking about how comfortable they are in the skin, with the skin that they're in. And some people, you know, like every time Lizzo goes live, I'll be able to catch her. But it's still after, you know, her showing herself and you know, showing that she's comfortable, it's people in the comments with negative remarks like somebody called a hippo Lizzo. I'm like, you know, I gotta stop reading the comments. Maybe that's the problem. But it's sad that we're still here and you have these women and men who are successful, who are comfortable with how they are, yet we still see the trolls, and it's sad. It's sad. And so I know that we all have some levels of insecurities as it pertains to our bodies and the way we want to, you know, improve certain areas. But let's talk about this tonight because I want to use my platform to change what is so negative into something that can be positive and be great. And that's why it was so important for me to have you, Chearice, on the show, because you're absolutely stunning and gorgeous. I mean, I jokingly, like, y'all, some of the poses, like, y'all got to go look at her social media. But I emulate some of the.
It was good, though. It was good.
I'm like, bitch, and she put a bathing suit on and she got rocks and shit she's sitting on. I'm like, bitch, the next trip I'm going to sit my black ass on some rocks. So look, tell us about a time where you were body shamed and how did you respond?
So you know what? So I'll say there have been 2 times in my life that stand out for me. Unfortunately, the first time was actually from my dad. And I don't think that he really understood, like joking with me and poking me in the stomach and saying fatso. And, he would just always joke about me being, and he would never said like, or made a big deal about me being heavier or like, this is out of the normal, but I definitely acknowledge the fact that there's something different about me. And maybe that it's not something right, because why would my dad be kind of like poking fun at me about it? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I would say that was really the first time. And don't get me wrong, my dad is like 6'3", pot belly. He big too. So to him, it was just a joke. But in reality, I think men in particular don't know or understand that when they make certain comments, and even mothers too, I'm not gonna put it on the guys, just the guys, but when you make certain comments to your child, you never know how what you just said is going to affect them. And if as a child you're not able to go to your parent and communicate how that made you feel, then you hold on to that and you continue to carry that throughout the rest of your life. And that creates some level of insecurity. So I was very insecure growing up about my size. And all of my girlfriends were slimmer than I was. Even back then, I was a size 12. I'm an 18 now. But like senior year in high school, I was a size 12 and I thought I was heavy. And actually, that was like the best body I ever had in my life, and I ain't even know it, okay? Like, if I can get that body back, girl, y'all make naked on the ground now, they'll be like, she need to put some clothes on. And she's just doing too much, okay? It's too much. But, so I would say that was the first time. The second time was in college. So my freshman year in college, I tried out for the flag corps. So Alcorn State University, shout out to the Purple Flashers.
All right.
And so I had never been in a band before. My niece Nadia, who we actually happened to be the same age, and we both were freshmen in college. We both tried out for the flag corps. I was the one that did not meet their weight requirement. The weight requirement was 165 pounds. I was like 180. I'll take that body too. That was a good body now. 1994, that's telling my age, but that was a good body. But because I did not meet the weight requirement, I did make the squad. But he made me sit out, the band director made me sit out that very first game, which was when we played Grambling, which was like a big game.
Yes.
Like the first game of the season, it was at Grambling. So I couldn't even ride the bus. Like I had to ride with my mom and them to the game. Girl, it was shame. Then I had to sit in the stands like with the regular people. And I couldn't even sit with the girl. It was so much shame. It was a lot of shame. It was a lot of shame. But it messed with my once again, like messing with my confidence, because it wasn't that I didn't have the ability to be a great per flash. That wasn't it at all. I was serving, but they had to make me some band pants. Girl, it was very shameful. Like, wow. They had to pair of band pants to make my uniform because none of the other ones that they had fit me. Wow. It was just a real job, kind of traumatic in a way, But I performed the rest of the season, and that was like, I can honestly say, like the best part of my college time. But after that, every year after that, I never made the band again. Because every summer, so I was on scholarship, right? Mm-hmm. And so I would come here to DC and intern every summer. So I'm up here and I ain't working out, I'm partying, I'm eating, you know. And so every time I would go back to school, I was heavier than I was the year before. Mm-hmm. And so I never made the band again.
Wow.
I ain't stopped trying out. I was like, you gonna tell me no, because I ain't just not gonna show up though.
I love the persistence that you have. I mean, it definitely resonates with me because both experiences that you shared. I can remember growing up, you know, always being the heavier child, and you know, my grandmother used to like bite my cheeks and you know. And all of that, and I just was like wishing that I didn't have. Why are they so big? Like, you know, if I could just do something like that back then she wouldn't bite it. Well, you know, people thought that was cute, but I didn't want to be always the chubby girl. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're so cute for a big girl, and you know, all that kind of stuff. Where now, if you call me cute, something inside cringes, because as a child growing up, I was always so cute. And I said, puppies are cute. You know, like, I'm not no damn puppy. I can be a bitch sometimes.
Yes.
But you know, that some things, like you said, the family, they didn't mean it, because they were, let's be very clear, they were heavy.
Yeah.
But they didn't know the impact that it has on us when we grow up, you know. And like I said, it wasn't malice or anything like that. It was all in love, but it still stuck.
Yes, it did.
With us. And so even in high school, I was a cheerleader. You know, I had made the honey, chill. I was giving them all I had to give, okay?
I know you was.
Yes, even then, it was like, oh, you definitely got to be the base. You know, you wasn't, nobody was flipping my ass up in the air. No, it wasn't none of that, you know, which I expect. But I was happy that I made it on the squad. You know what I mean? Because I could do everything, but I was the biggest. And, you know, my uniform was real tight.
Okay.
Ass spanks and shit back then, you know what
I mean? They showed me, girl. I could have used some spanks.
Yes. So that's, I can feel you all the way, so many levels with that. But I'm happy that, like I said, you continue to try out and continue to go forward. And do you think that that is what really shifted you, like in your mind, like, yeah, I'm this, but, or I have this insecurity, but guess what? I'm about to be a professional mom.
You know what? The modeling thing, so I'll tell you a story, because, you know, I get long-winded. The modeling thing actually came from my mom. So my mom was a part of this women's organization called Shades of Ebony. And it was, and I'm guesstimating 20, 30 Black women, professional Black women in our community in Picayune, Mississippi. And they came together and they had pageants for several years. I actually was in one of the pageants, and that was when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I was tiny Miss Ebony. And they would throw parties for the junior high and high school kids when we were in school. They would create, have talent shows. They would just do fashion shows. They would just do things so that we had something to do outside of school, because there wasn't a lot to do. So they created, you know, all of these different events. And so one of the things they would do, they would have these fashion shows. And there was this one lady that, oh my God, girl, when I tell you she would hit that floor and she was just mesmerizing. And she had a cape on and she came out and she was flipping that cape, and the way she was walking, she was so graceful. And I was like, oh, I want to do that right there. Oh, now that, oh yeah, she did that. Like, I love that. But back then, they didn't have models, plus models. They didn't have a whole lot of people look like, and even if there were, they weren't my color.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that didn't really happen until I moved here, because I felt like, oh, so because here in this area, they have fashion shows all the time throughout.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I got connected in that network. And I saw so many beautiful Black plus size models, and they were fierce, like killing me.
Yes.
And yes, that was like what really pushed me or propelled me into modeling.
Nice. So,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people look at body shaming as it's just for what society labels as fat or obese people. But body shaming can also be for skinny people. Like,
Yes.
what do you think is worse? Body shaming for a fat person, body shaming for a skinny person?
Come on, let's just keep it real. You know that it's for a bigger person, like a heavier person. The jokes are always going to be, you know, because you're heavier than the next person. Certainly not because you're skinny. Skinny is like the standard, like as if that's what you're supposed to be, is skinny. But with women, like the average size woman is actually a size 12, 14.
Yes. Yeah.
But they want us to be 2s and 4s instead.
Listen, so the term fat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now it has a negative connotation, right? Yeah. But it took for a very good girlfriend of mine. I was like, girl, you eat like a big girl, oh, you're just so skinny and, you're very small and girl, you're so skinny. I wish I could be skinny like you. And she was like, KiKi, don't call me. She gets you all the way together, man. With make no error, okay? She don't call me skinny. Skinny is just as worse as fat. And that was the first time that I heard it.
Oh.
And would you like for somebody to call you fat all the time? And I said, no, bitch. She was like, so please stop calling me skinny.
Okay, wow.
So sorry, I did not know.
I probably would have been a little caught off guard myself, but she's right, and I agree.
She's right. She said that you can say that I'm petite, I'm small, or something like that, but skinny is the same, has the same effect as fat. And so, I definitely try to not, for my smaller friends, to say, girl, you're so small, whatever. So, I make that mistake no more.
Not more again, okay? Not more
again, okay? So do you think things are getting better? Like you said, the average woman is a 14, right?
Yeah.
Getting better for plus size people, plus size models, plus size actors, as it pertains to like magazine, commercial, TV, film?
Don't get me wrong. I do feel that things certainly have changed, from back in 10, 15, 20 years ago. Like, yeah, things certainly have evolved, but I don't feel that we've reached the full potential yet. There's still a long way to go. So, I mean, me personally, I would love to see a lot more plus size models on the runways during, Fashion Week. And that's every Fashion Week, not just New York Fashion Week. That it's certainly improved over the years. There are a lot more designers that are including plus models. during their runway show, and that's awesome. I would love to just see more. And also, how about that race diversity as well? Where you have Black and Latino and Asian and Indian, like you see the whole spectrum. So we still got a lot of work to do, but it certainly has changed. So.
Yeah, I agree. So, damn shameless, y'all are in the comments. Let's give some shout out to Nightlife.
All right, so we want to say what's up to R. Jones Photography, 614 Vault, Shelly Roscoe, Darren Sampson, Regina Cornish, Sharon Pointer Davis, Alfonso Wise. The list goes on and on and on. We're happy to have everybody here with us tonight.
Thank you, Damn Shameless, for being here. If y'all new, this your first time, you're welcome to the Damn Shame family, okay? DSP family. We are in here, okay? It's a community. Y'all support me every week, and I'm forever grateful, So if you like what you hear, give them comments, give a thumbs up. There was a question that Miss Cornish, that's my mama, had. KiKi, hey.
She wants to know, how about being body shamed in the church?
Body shamed in the church. Have you ever experienced anything like that?
No, I can't say I have.
Mm-hmm.
No, not at church.
So I'm going to tell you about one incident that my mom had shared because she recently lost what I think she'll put in the comments. I think like close to 100 pounds. Okay.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
That's awesome. The girl is doing it. She done gave the shit to me, but I'm like, listen. So she is doing her things on the WW program, honey. She could be the spokesperson. Okay, she gonna tell everything about everything. But I remember a time, and she didn't tell me until years after that she was on this one particular ministry, and all of them had the same suits made, similar to what you said. And one of the ladies, I think the leader at that time, was like, I don't think we can get a suit made in your size, or I don't think we can find it in your size. And I was like, the whole church would have been a whole different atmosphere.
Okay.
Told me when it actually happened, okay? But
in that case, then we need to go and get a suit that everybody can wear in. That's how we do that.
That's it. That's it. Or, give me the color, the fabric, the size. I'll get mine made, tailored, and I think I buy one out.
Right, probably.
Okay.
That's the rest of them.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So she knew not to tell me that story until years later, because it would have been a whole different ministry.
Right, okay.
Church or no.
I play with my mama.
Yes. Don't play with the mamas.
Don't play with the mamas.
So look, what do you think is the mindset of someone who is doing the body shaming?
You know what? Sometimes I think it's a projection of their own insecurities. Mm-hmm. I think that when someone like picks on you, it's probably because they see something in you that they wish that they had. Like, and so maybe if someone's body shaming, then maybe because they see that you're so comfortable, and for them, there are things that they are not comfortable, and it may not be their weight, it could be anything, but they're not comfortable in their own skin. And so it's like that, like a jealousy, envy type of thing. And so I'm gonna try to bring them down to my level because this is how I'm feeling. So let me bring them down how I'm feeling, because you over there way too confident and feeling good about yourself. And I'm not. So I think it's a projection thing.
I agree.
And you can't take it personally.
But it's hard. It's hard not to sometimes take it personal, but I always say consider the source. What are you like you said, what are your insecurities? Like, you coming at me, you coming for me, you hating on me. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's something that you wish you had. So I definitely agree with that, but it's sad, these people, I always say hurt people, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that is a very true statement.
And they may have experienced something in their childhood that has been lingering and festering on that hasn't been quite dealt with. Come on, Nightlife.
R. Jones Photography says to increase the visibility of the plus size woman, we need to focus on uplifting only the brands that support the curvy woman.
And shout out to R. Jones Photography. I've shot with him before. He's a great photographer. So I appreciate you jumping on. And he's right. He is absolutely right.
He's definitely right. Once we hit him in the dollars, hit him in the pockets.
Hit them in the pockets.
That will shift things.
Mm-hmm.
But we all must stand together. Even the smaller ones must stand together, band together with us. You know what I mean? To make sure that we're getting what's due.
Right.
Because like you said, most of the women in America are plus size.
Exactly.
According to the standards.
Exactly. And it's crazy too, because do you remember like back in the day when you did shop, or at least what I remember, when I did shop for clothes, it would be these it'd be the ugliest pair. I'm like, where did you find this? And why do you think that every plus size woman like is gonna want to wear this? And even if, because I would, being younger, I would take it as like, this is something my mom might wear, but not somebody my age. And why is it that when the designer created this, that they thought that it had to look this way? Like nothing would ever fit properly. It was like a balloon type of shirt.
Like a tablecloth.
Yeah. Never anything sexy.
Yeah.
Like, I could never really even find jeans that fit me when I was younger. I would buy men's jeans, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And because we were into Jabos back in the day, if y'all know about the Jabos and the Z-Cap Riches, you don't know about that, do you?
Child.
People on here know. We used to wear Jabos and Z-Cap Riches back in the day. That was what it was. But it was so hard to find like really nice, flattering clothes. Now it's like night and day, like Fashion Nova, and girl, I love Fashion Nova. I just got hip to Shein. Yeah, like there are a few, and of course, there are other designers, of course, that have always been straight for the plus size market, but for those that started out maybe not necessarily making clothes that fit us, especially some of those higher end brands, like, yeah, it's kind of interesting why they don't think that there's the market for it. And I'm not gonna call no names, but yeah, it's shocking to me that it's not, that they don't go down that road and produce clothes that actually fit, a plus size one. Because it's a huge market. If you make it, we will buy it, especially if it's fashionable.
Question that I have: what do you think is the number one myth that people have about a plus size woman?
Or
maybe not even number one, just some myths in general about if you see a fluffy person. They give us labels.
I think probably my number one is that you're not athletic, or you're not capable of doing certain things that require body movement of some sort. Like when you see, like you saying that you were a cheerleader, like me being on the flag court.
Baby, I was doing splits, everything. You hear me?
Yeah.
Another myth was that we overeat. They think that we overeat. It could just be genetics. Like all of my family is plus size. So,
well, I can say for myself personally, I'm my side because I do really love to eat. Like I eat a lot. I really like to eat. And yes, if you offer a meal to me, you're gonna be my best friend.
Another myth I think is lazy.
That's right. I agree. And
We're not always lazy.
No, absolutely.
That we stink.
Yes. That's definitely a myth. Absolutely. Yeah.
Another one is that we can cook. It's not always that we can cook.
That's a myth too. Yes, that is right.
Damn shame is getting those comments about myths. When you see a person that might be overweight or a little heavier than normal, like some myths that you've heard about us. I've heard it all. And it's a damn shame, some of the things that we've heard, because, we beat the odds. It's not that we are completely unhealthy. It is that this is the frame, this is the body that God gave us, and we all need to be doing. But I don't care what size you are, you need to continue to exercise, eat right, take care of your temple.
Right. Amen. You're so right.
Yeah. Do you think there are some added pressures to you in in modeling, like you got to perform better, you got to speak better, you got to look better as a plus size woman?
I don't necessarily feel like that. I don't. Because I started modeling and I was older, more mature when I started.
Mm-hmm.
By that time, my confidence was, I would say, on about a 90%. Yeah. So, and I think God placed some very good people around me and have always placed great people around me on this journey. So I've not really met anyone throughout my modeling years where I ever felt I had to do more or be more because I was bigger than the next person. Like I never have been made to feel that way. So I'm blessed in that sense.
Yeah. What is the favorite part about your body?
Okay, so I have a nice butt. I do think I have a nice butt, but I do really want to work to tone her up,
Okay.
Yes, that's one of the things I'm working on. But I also think that I have great skin.
And what's the worst thing that you not necessarily?
I'm not even going to tell you my worst thing, because then you're going to be trying to look at it and say, yeah, girl. Because then that open the door for people to talk bad about you.
Yeah, girl, you done.
You can't know what the worst part is. I'm going to keep that to myself.
Okay.
So like you saw Wendy Williams put a picture, they said, of her feet or something. And so people just said about her. Yeah, when you show somebody a vulnerability, then they want to attack it.
Yeah. You know what? But again, that's their insecurity.
And it is
regardless.
Yeah.
I would say that my worst part about my body is my smiley face, my stomach. That, I guess they call it fupa, but I call it my smiley face, because it's like, how many months pregnant are you? And if you ask me that, that's a damn shame. We fighting.
That's a damn shame. Girl, you sound like me.
I don't want you to touch my stomach. Some people will walk by and they'll, like hit you or be like, girl, and like do that. Don't touch nothing. It's going to be a misunderstanding. So that is a part of my body that I do not like, and I have to work on. But it's genetics. My mom had it, my grandmother had it. I'm like, dang, why couldn't I get that from my daddy's side? Shoot.
On DNA.
Yes, I'm telling you. So do you think that there is a double standard about, preaching. Oh, you'll hear people say you gotta love your body and, be positive and who you are and represent yourself, yet they get plastic surgery. Is that a double standard?
Well, so me personally, like I'm a little paranoid about getting cut up, and like when you see them doing a liposuction and they like jugging that thing, and I'll be like, oh my God, girl, I'll be freaking out. It's not necessarily for me, but I do understand that people do things to make themselves feel more comfortable with themselves. Mm-hmm. Does that make them a hypocrite because they say you should love yourself? Maybe loving yourself is also improving something about yourself that you don't necessarily feel 100% confident about. So is that really being a hypocrite, or is it? I get where you're going with it. I do. I understand the question. I don't know.
I would agree. I think that, it's not a double standard. As long as you are authentic, you ain't gonna wear a sign. Yeah, I got an ass implant and I got a breast implant. Like, you're not gonna wear a sign that says that. But if ever you're in an intimate setting, share. Oh, these are the things that I wanted to enhance about my body. If you want to, because you never know how you could help the next person. I think it's the same way with working out. We work out, we go to the gym so that we can work out, so that we can enhance and improve our body. So some people take the extreme measures, and that's okay. So
and some quicker, want that quick result. And sometimes it also, truth be told, sometimes it is because of medical reasons that some people have to have those procedures done, which is also understandable. Yeah. But for me, I will say that I'm trying, like, because I shared this with you earlier, that like this is my heaviest I have ever been in my life. And the COVID-19, I got all 19 of my pounds, okay?
I got 19 times 2, okay? And then subtract the 5 and carry the 1, like, it's a damn shame, okay?
It's a damn shame, girl, like literally. I got up one day and I turned sideways. I said, girl, where is your waist? I said, girl, this is a damn shame, girl. Where is your, how you ain't got no waist no more? Now she just round. She just a circle man. Like, you need to get it together. But like, I am literally like telling myself that, because generally during the summers, I always slim down. And when it gets cold outside, for me, being from Mississippi, girl, I can't do this cold weather. Like, I get the blues, girl. I don't even want to go outside. Like, if I ain't got, I will go buy groceries for 2 weeks. I ain't leaving. I'm locking myself up in here and I'm hibernating. And so, literally, with us being on COVID, and then you're comfort eating and emotionally eating, and gaining weight and coping with the stress of just not even being able to like go out and do anything. And, prior to COVID, I was never at home. Yeah. Like, I was always gone somewhere and I was consistently working out. It's like you had this routine. And then all of a sudden that gets completely like messed up. But I'm getting my life back together. But
absolutely
work on it the natural way and, work out and stop trying so much. See, that's my problem. I like to eat too much. I eat too much.
So tell me this. At your heaviest, you say this is your heaviest now. How do you maintain that confidence level when you don't really feel so confident at times?
Well, I've had, every day ain't a good day. Mm. And that goes for even the body positivity influencers that you see. Every day is not a good day for everybody. Everybody's going to have their bad days. There's some days where I am completely like, girl, where and how did we get here? Like, how did this happen? And there are days where I wake up and I'm like, oh, okay, girl, you cute. You're like, okay, I like how your eyes, okay, all right, I see you. I'm like, okay. Or, you know, and another thing too, I think for me, because we haven't really been going out and doing a whole lot, I was just wearing like workout clothes, like very casual every single day. I wasn't putting no clothes on because I'm not going anywhere.
And you stretch with them stretch clothes.
Okay. And then when you try to go and put on something that you could wear before COVID and you go and put it on and then it don't, and you see that can bring me, I might have been high this day. I might woke up here, see now this brought me down here. You know what I mean? Like, see, right back, that's now I gotta go find something to boost my energy again.
Yep.
Yeah. So, you know, every day is not gonna be a great day. Yeah. But I think that overall, I think that it's not necessarily easy because everyone has a lot going on in their life. So it ain't even, it's not about how much I weigh today. That
absolutely,
you know, with what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah. You know, there's so many people that I've come across that don't like looking at themselves in the mirror. And I'm dissecting, I'm lifting up, and I want to see just how much this is. Like, I'm in the mirror all the time because I really need to see. I will say this, I don't get on the scale as much as I did back then. But now I'm more conscious. Let me get on the scale at the same time every day just to see where I am, because that will help say, oh, KiKi, you don't need to eat the whole damn sleeve of Oreo cookie. And, you know, like, you ain't got to go get them maple frosted donuts.
Yeah.
And you ain't got to do that every day. You know what I mean?
Every day, now, not every day, okay? Like once a week. Can we do once a week instead of every day? Like
every morning, okay?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I'm gonna ask you about the scale, and if you weigh yourself regularly.
Yeah. Now more so than anything, because I am at my heaviest, and I just need to see, and I don't get discouraged, but it just helps me to kind of keep, even though the scale ain't shifting the way that I needed to shift as fast as I needed to shift, it still helps me center myself for the day, in that I know that I can't overindulge. Like, yo, you got to have some act right with yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm standing in the mirror talking to myself like, come on, act right. Girl, you got to get it together.
Oh, we are the same person.
I had some comments from the damn shamers. What's going on?
Okay. Corey Eccles, he said he's just here supporting you sisters. R. Jones is taking notes. He said, who can't cook? Okay. Nicole James, loving the conversation. We see you, Alicia Stokes. Hey. And Mama KiKi said weight loss can be a double standard, and it also can, you know, improve your health.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for being in those comments. Hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Here's another question that I have for you. Do you find that it's hard as a plus size woman to find a high valued man?
Here we go. Come on through. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let me get my glance. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So I won't say, girl, I just think I can't even put this just on being a plus size woman. I think it's just hard for women in general, especially in this area. I feel like it is very difficult to find a man. Like the women to male ratio here in the DC area, it's probably like 30 to 1. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. But I know it's probably like 25 to 30 to 1. So for every one man, he got 25 to 30 different women. And I feel like most of them want to make sure that they get all 25 or 30 of them that's out here.
And that's a damn shame.
And that's a damn shame. And girl, no, what's a damn shame is the fact that it's men even our age that still playing the dating game. Like, if I was still in my 20s, okay, because I'm just 30. So,
Yeah.
if I was still in my 20s, I would understand, the games. But at this stage, it's like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like, but I think it's difficult. And I think that breaks the size barrier. Dating is just difficult in general. And that's probably not even specific to this region. I know too many beautiful, eligible, professional, got they shit together, women.
Yeah.
Who by themselves and have been.
Yeah.
It
amazes me because, at some point, being a plus size woman, I'm like, well, maybe, she has it easier because she's smaller and, she is the what society says is acceptable, right? The acceptable size. But they go through just as much as what I go through. I'm like, damn, it ain't the size. It's not the size.
Girl, when Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, I was just done, girl. I was just done. Like, Beyonce, if Beyonce can't listen, then it just ain't no hope for none of us, okay? That just means we all gonna have to go through something. You're gonna have to forgive your man for something, girl. I'm just gonna tell you, it's gonna happen. You got to forgive him. Y'all got to move on.
That's it.
But it is. But now that I think about it, though, I will say there is a larger proportion of my girlfriends that are plus size that are single than my slimmer girlfriends. So I will say that it is still it's disproportionate. Okay. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Listen, we could talk about that and go on and on and on. The one thing that I will say about that is, when I meet a dude, I'm very, especially with this online dating stuff, I'm like, I make sure that I put a full body, I turn to the side, I, show them the front. When we actually talk, I'm like, just know I am a plus size woman. Listen, I'm not trying to catfish you.
There's nobody. Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? But let's be very clear, mother so-and-so. Let's be very clear, Ninja. I look like your mama. I look like your sister and your aunts, okay?
Yep. Exactly.
So you ain't always been with a thin, smaller, petite woman.
Very true.
Very clear.
Real talk.
Come on, Nightlife.
Okay, we're shouting out Jude 8219. Also, R. Jones Photography says, many of us men have been through a lot and have taken L's and have just decided to enjoy the life and the dating scene. So, he's trying to play.
Okay, R. Jones.
Okay. Y'all endured a lot. Yes, you all had. And I'm assuming that you are African-American Black man, okay? Izzy, your photographer?
Yeah.
Okay. So as a Black man, and we need to have you on the show one day.
Right, okay.
Y'all say y'all have it so hard, but you just heard Chearice give the stats for this particular area, but it ain't too far off from other areas. The ratio between a woman who has it going on, who has her wits about her, has something to offer versus a man.
That's true.
So y'all have it completely easy.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all taking too many L's, dog. I think if anything, the women are definitely taking more L's than the men. Like,
yes,
and it's not to dismiss, any man that may have taken an L at some point, but I've been married before, and I'm divorced. That has not made me decide that I don't ever want to be married again. Like, I don't have that mindset. I absolutely want to be in a committed relationship and hopefully, if God willing, end up getting married. So just because I may have had a bad time the first time around.
The L.
The L, right, doesn't mean I ain't gonna get that W the second time, you heard me?
Yes, I'm here for the
yes,
W.
he is, okay? And all you gotta do is ask him for it, and he shall give.
That's it. That's it. We looking for the W's, okay?
Yes.
So in that same vein,
Uh-huh.
being a plus size woman has impeded you sexually in your sexual life?
No. Now, one thing, now let's keep it real. Like, there are men that love thick women that would not deal with a woman that didn't have some meat on their bones.
Yeah.
So I can't say that I've ever had any difficulty in the department of attracting a guy. And certainly not in the sex department.
Okay, cushion for the pushing.
There.
And that's what I used to say, cushion for the pushing, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that I've never had a problem meeting a man and being in a relationship and being sexual. You know, they see what they get, then motherfucker, you see me.
Exactly.
You already know what it is.
That comfort level, it's on a pop.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever encountered, well, I guess you said you've not had this problem being impeded. I was going to ask, has you ever encountered somebody who actually saw you naked and like, you know, looked at you like, or saw you, you know, in a bathing, you do a lot of swimsuit modeling and all of that. And I like, you know.
Girl, if they did, one thing about me too is I don't pay attention to people. Mm-hmm. I think other people probably pay a lot more attention to me than I pay attention to other people. Yeah. So like, I'll go to the beach and I'll have my two-piece on. And I don't care how many rolls I got this summer season, but I'm gonna have my two-piece on. And no matter how much cellulite and how many dimples, you know, in my behind, I'm gonna go out here and there may be someone turning up their nose at me. I ain't paying no attention though, because she out here living her best life. I ain't paying no attention to none of these people.
I would agree. I remember a time, I think I was in South Beach, or I don't know where it was, but this woman didn't speak English, but she walked up to me and, you know, she was doing the motions like, you know, can I like do this? Like, and she's doing it, and she wanted to take a picture of me. So I said, she either thinks that I am Free Willie's cousin. She ain't never seen all of this lusciousness. But I posed for the bitch. I said,
yeah, okay, now come on,
you want more? What angle? You want to bend up? Listen, I'm here at that moment.
Yes, I know that's right. And I think that when you enter a room, your energy walks in before you do. So I think it probably was your energy and what you give off that attracted, you know, her to you to want to take your picture.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah. Good.
I had a lot of moments like that. Not necessarily, you know, wanting to come up and take my picture, but they'll come up and just out of the blue, and it could be any race, any male, female, they'll be like, you know, you're so pretty. And I'm like, shut up. You know, I'm sifting through the racks, and you know, it amazed me. I always say they see the God in me.
Yeah, they see your light shining.
That's it. Mm-hmm. And that's the confidence that we carry.
Yes, exactly.
So nightlife has another comment from the damn shamers.
This is coming from 614 Vaught. She says, amazing conversation with two beautiful women. Thank you for being vulnerable and sharing.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what it's all about, you know, using this platform to really highlight the positive things because the world will tear you apart if you allow it. And we have to not stay there. You know, again, like you said, we'll have our low moments, but we're not going to stay there.
Right.
And that. Do you think that media is changing the narrative? You see these Instagram models and social media models, and you know they all the TikToks, and they letting it all hang out. You know, do you think that that is changing the narrative of body shaming more to a positive, body positive?
I think social media definitely is changing the game right now, because now everyone has access to your life.
Yeah.
At least what you want to share of your life. And there's so many people that have like literally built like these mega businesses even just through their social media followings.
Mm-hmm.
And I see so many plus size women that do their TikToks, they're, you know, posting on their social media. And I love to see a big woman either posing nude, because I ain't got no shame in posing nude. Not like inappropriate nude, but artistic nude. And seeing women in their two pieces, and seeing women in their intimate wear, in their lingerie, and their bra and their panties, and no matter what their size is. And the number of people that because again, it's their shine, they're letting their light shine.
They are.
And it allows other people to feel comfortable with themselves.
Yeah.
And I love it. I follow so many different, you know, body positive advocates, plus size models on social media, and just scroll through and like, you know, their pictures and check them out just to see what they're up to, what they're doing today. Because like literally it can be a confidence booster. So on the day that you're having a bad day,
that's it.
Yes, and you see someone who's a reflection of you.
And
they're giving their all, like, no matter where I am today and in this moment, I'm gonna love who I am today. And so I'm walking out this door, I'm posting this picture today, and I got my lingerie on. That's how I'm feeling.
Yes, honey.
Like, sir.
Damn shamers. Y'all need to look at Chearice's social media. I'm telling you, them lingerie shots. The girl be in a room trying to, you know, do the pose.
But waiting on yours, KiKi. I'm gonna be waiting on it now.
Yes. I always try to recreate it. I definitely always try to recreate the poses. But look, here's what I wanted to say about the social media that I'm seeing, because I see like their smiley faces, and I'm thinking in my head, I see my smiley face, but they showing their smiley face. Well, hell, it's just, you know, let's embrace it. You know what I mean? Work on it.
All right now.
Work on it, but embrace it all right now. And here's my final question before we get into this quick game.
Okay.
Someone that is looking to get into modeling as a plus size or a smaller person, what advice can you give them?
Well, I actually get a lot of people that ask that very question. And I think the biggest thing is to be okay with hearing the word no, because you may hear no more, you know, times before you get that yes. Be persistent, and just what we're talking about today. Love yourself. Be confident. And I know a lot of people who may not know like how to get started. That was like one of the questions that I hear the most. Like, I don't even know where to start. Where do I go? Where do I look like? And I always tell people, Google is your friend. If there's anything, see, these kids got it good. They don't got to get no homework. All they need is Google. Or Alexa.
YouTube. Yes.
Right. But Google is your friend. Google is a great resource. And YouTube even now has become a great resource for pretty much anything you want to do. And so I would say absolutely do your research. Absolutely do your research. But it does start with persistence, being persistent and consistent in your efforts. And then I think that's with anything, ultimately it will pay off.
Yeah, I like the fact that you said, don't be afraid to hear no.
Yeah.
It's not negative, it's
Right.
opportunity. I saw a post that said no is next opportunity. So look for next opportunity, just keep going, keep going. I love it as well. So listen, we have adopted this new game, and damn shameless, I hope that you all have enjoyed what you've heard tonight. Well, I'll go quickly through this. The name of the game is Damn It, What's the Next Line? And so what I will do is I will speak some lyrics to you, and I want you to sing the next line.
Okay, come on through, girl. Oh, Lord. What you about? Okay.
Listen, you a DJ. This is easy.
Look, I don't know. Okay, but okay, come on now.
I'll start off easy with you. I love you. You love me. This is easy.
This is really not a good game for me to play.
How you gonna do Barney like that? I love you. You. That's true. You don't have children.
Some nursery rhymes and stuff.
I give you a pass on that one. I give you a pass. No children. That's right.
Okay.
My nieces and nephews. Damn. Now that's a damn shame. Poor Barney.
Okay, listen. Well, we see how this game gonna go. Go ahead, girl. What's number 2?
Here we go. Billie Jean is not my lover.
She's just a girl who says that I am the one.
Hey.
But the kid is not my son.
Period. Yes. Yes. Here we go. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, baby.
Come and talk to me.
Hey.
I wanna meet you. Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you.
Yes. That's it. All right, here we go. My body a drug and he needed.
Oh, girl. It's not coming to me.
My body a drug and he needed. Begging me for the treatment. That's Megan.
Oh, Megan. And I love Megan.
Okay. And I am telling you, I am not going. You are the best man.
And I'm telling you, that's all. I'm not going. You're the best man I've ever known.
Thank you. That's the part.
I let you go. No way. No way. I'm living without you.
Period. Not living without you. That's it. I love it. I'm like, she lives.
You see, I'm old school, girl.
Okay. I got you on the old school. Outstanding, girl, you knock me out. Excited.
Outstanding. Girl, you knock me out. Exciting. Make me wanna shout. Look, I get the words together.
Yes, that's it. So don't play no silly games with me, baby.
Don't play no silly games with me, baby. Oh, wait. Oh, Lord, girl. Oh, I hate when this happens. See, I'm having brain farts.
Okay.
This is a lot harder than what I thought it was going to be. Okay, give it to me, girl.
No, it's just not my thing.
Okay.
Here we go. She's a runner. She's a track star. She gonna run away when it gets hard. You really are old school. You don't know nothing, ma'am.
I don't sing the songs. I don't know the words. I just be in the car doing this, and you know what I'm saying? And I just be in the car. I'll be learning the words.
Child, oh my goodness. How about this?
Who was it?
She's a runner, she's a track star. You're gonna run away when it gets hard. She can take the pain when she gets scarred. That whole TikTok era, I don't know. I just looked up the lyrics.
I don't even have TikTok. See, I'm flawed. I told you I'm flawed. I don't even have it.
All right, how about this? Get low, get low, get low, get low, to the window, to the wall.
To the window, to the wall, to the sweat drop down and fall, till all these niggas crawl. Get off your feet, motherfucker. Get off your feet, goddamn.
I said the next line. How about this? Is it worth it? Let me work it.
Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Yes.
Come on through, Missy.
Here we go. Because you affect me, fascinate me. I thank heaven for the things that you do. And this old school.
Say it again.
Because you affect me, fascinate me. I thank heaven for the things that you do.
Oh.
You affect me, fascinate me. Heaven for the things that you do. It's like candy.
Oh, okay.
I can feel it when you walk. Okay. All right, last one. And then I have a comment from the damn shamers.
Okay.
You fine motherfucker, won't you back that ass up?
You fine motherfucker, won't you back that ass up? You a big fine woman, won't you back that ass up?
Just call me Big Daddy when you back that ass.
Call me Big Daddy when you back that ass up. Oh, what you playing with? Back that ass up.
Did you enjoy that game? Damn it, sing
girl.
Next line.
I did. I loved it.
Okay, so before we get into our spotlight now Black-owned businesses, as we like to do, Nightlife has a comment from the damn shamer or question.
Okay, so this is coming from Sexy Silver Dragon, who says that she loves your show and that it helps her get her through her day. Okay, but she needs some advice. She is a strong Black woman. Sometimes she feels pressure to go to church, and that can be very hard. Her friend told her that she should stop working as a math debater on Sundays, with that position so that she can go to church. She's looking for advice.
Oh, wow.
Stop working as a what?
She's a math debater on Sundays.
She's a math debater and she works Sundays.
Oh, okay.
There's church and someone told her to quit her job and she needed to be, I guess, more involved in church.
And she feels pressured.
And she feels pressured as a strong Black woman. She wants to know our advice. This is life advice for her. And what's her name?
This is a Sexy Silver Dragon.
Sexy Silver Dragon. That is an interesting question. And I'm gonna go first if you don't mind, Chearice.
No, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So here's the deal. Especially especially given today's, for the last year, we have all been attending things virtually, virtual, parties, virtual family gatherings for holidays. And so church is no different. Church resides in you. And so while fellowship is important, I think that you can get what God has for you any day of the week. It doesn't have to be
On
Sunday. If that's your Sabbath. I mean, some people, their Sabbath is on a Saturday. It just depends. And I don't know, what your religion is, but what I will say is that, you have to do what's best for you. Hey, don't stop getting your bag now. If that is what sustains you with paying your bills and all of that, you ask God, is this me being a math debater?
Yes.
Me being a math debater, is this where I am supposed to be in life? If this is what I'm supposed to be doing at this particular time, if it's in your will, then you will make room for me to have that opportunity to fellowship and talk about God and whoever your higher person is. So I think that, don't stop making your money. I would say do not quit your job, but there's so many Bible studies that are during the week. They have evening services that are available. It's just the church, especially with the pandemic, it has brought about, it shed light on the fact that you don't necessarily have to be in four walls.
Right.
Worship, serve, I pay my tithes every week. I do all of that. I am connected without being physically in the building. And
Right.
I say, even if you're on your lunch break, you can go and have church and have it virtually and still, stay connected, stay grounded. So don't ever, be careful about, because that's a form of shaming,
Yep.
You don't pray like I pray. You don't go as often as I go. You're not active in church as I am.
Yep.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Thank
I agree.
She said, should I be made to feel bad about going to church on Sunday?
No, you shouldn't be made to feel bad about going to church.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah.
And I agree with everything you just said, and not to mention the fact that most churches now, since everybody has had to go digital, they record the service. So you can watch the service at any time. It doesn't have to, if you have to go to work, then you can watch it at a later time. Mm-hmm. And something that I also do, because like you said, church ain't just got to be on Sundays. I wake up in the morning and I listen to, actually, YouTube is one of my resources that I go and I find morning prayers and meditation and affirmations, and so that I'm starting my day off with God. And I make sure that at night before I go to bed, that I'm ending my day. And that's every day. As well as most nights I actually, they have these, you can go to sleep and it plays like soothing music, but they're speaking scriptures from the Bible. Yeah, mm-hmm. As you sleep. Mm-hmm. Like I play that like every night, and I found that I sleep better.
You sleep better. It's definitely a peaceful setting and to rest in God's word.
Yes.
I sometimes I'll go on YouTube and click the auto play, so it'll keep going to the next one without me having to stop it. And mm-hmm. I will pull up different churches on any given Sunday. I am hopping from about 4 different churches.
Right, I'm in Houston.
I'm telling you, it is the best thing.
Yeah.
It's the best thing, but you have to carve out that time, block everybody out, and say, this is my dedicated time to serve God, worship in the form that I'm most comfortable with. Don't let nobody make you feel bad about that. So
they're projecting. Maybe they're a little envious that you have a job on Sundays, or because you're a math debater. Who knows what the underlying reason is for that?
Who knows?
I wouldn't worry about that at all.
Oh, she says she feels better now. Thank you. You are very welcome for tuning in. So listen, every time that we do a show, we like to spotlight Black-owned businesses, right? And so this week, Chearice is going to tell us more about her family's Black-owned business.
Yeah, so my sister actually, 12 years ago, started G&G Limousine Services of Atlanta. And so we have a private transportation service. A lot of our clients are corporate executives and celebrities, politicians in the Atlanta area. But we also, of course, do your proms and your weddings, your bachelor and bachelorette parties. Some of our most popular vehicles are our Mercedes Sprinters, which is, that's like the party bus vibe. But it's all women. It's my sister, like I said, she started the business years ago. And then myself and my two nieces, Nadia and Nikki, joined to help her out because the business had grown so much. And one of the things that we found is that every client that we have that she had back 12 years ago when she first started, those are still her clients.
Yeah.
And the service is so good. And I feel like we're so blessed that we don't even do a whole lot of marketing. That is something that we do need to do a better job of. But just the word of mouth.
The word of mouth definitely carries on. How can they find, what is it called, G&G?
G&G. So you can go to www.GandGLimousine.com. You can find us there, or you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at G&G Limo.
Nice. So if y'all in the Atlanta area, y'all make sure hit up G&G. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Y'all, this has been an amazing show. Chearice, I just want to thank you. Each week we spotlight who gets the Damn Shame Award of the week. It is that person that is still insisting on body shaming us plus size beautiful women when we are now the standard for the world.
Mm-hmm.
Get the Damn Shame Award of the week if you're still out here body shaming. How about you, Chearice?
You know what? I was trying to come up with somebody, at least not for this week. I hadn't seen nobody acting a fool to call anybody out. So who did you find?
I said the person that's body shaming. We're not gonna call them out. It could be anybody.
Just anybody.
Body shaming someone. Then that's a damn shame. Come on now. You see what your mother, your sister, or aunt, a best friend look like. Listen, you used to us by now, okay?
Especially that makes it even worse, though. I agree.
Absolutely.
When your whole family look like me. Really?
Y'all, I love y'all for watching. This has been an amazing show. Chearice, thank you so much for coming on. It's body positivity, and we're going to keep pushing that forward. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, and tune in next week. I have another exciting show. Damn Shameless, welcome for the new ones, and I'll see y'all again next week. Thank y'all for watching. Ow. Hey, it's a Damn Shame podcast.